Hi everyone, thanks for walking with me today. We're starting at the intersection of Jinyu Hutong and Wangfujing Avenue, right in the heart of modern Beijing. It's busy here now, full of shops and restaurants. But if we go back a few centuries, this area sat just outside the Imperial city walls. You could live nearby and never once be allowed to set foot inside the Forbidden City. The narrow alleys, or hutongs, around here were once lined with homes of craftsmen, minor officials, and workers connected to palace life. These hutongs formed the support network for the Imperial city: tailors, cooks, calligraphers, people whose work kept the palace running, even if they never entered it. These bicycles are dockless shared bikes used widely in Beijing. They are part of a modern urban mobility system, enabled by smartphone apps. In the 1980s, Beijing was known as the Bicycle Kingdom, with over 60% of daily commuters using bicycles. Flying Pigeon was the most famous bicycle brand at the time, seen as a status symbol, a wedding gift, and a long-term investment. Traffic jams in the past were made up of bicycles, not cars. Today, bike-sharing services like Meituan, Hello Bike, and Didi dominate the streets. These bikes are dockless, unlocked via QR code and GPS, with no need for stations or locks. They offer a cheap, sustainable way to get around, popular with both tourists and locals. This is a traditional Beijing snack shop. The man is stirring a massive wok filled with roasted or spiced ingredients, like peanuts, hawthorn, or dried fruit. These shops blend food, scent, and showmanship to draw people in. These are bayberries. They're sweet, tangy, and wildly refreshing, somewhere between a cherry and a pomegranate with a floral twist. But these aren't just a seasonal snack. They're a fruit with history. Bayberries have been grown in China for over 2,000 years, especially in the lush hills of Zhejiang and Fujian. In the past, they were seen as a cooling food, something to ease the body during Beijing's stifling summers. Even emperors loved them. It's said that crates of bayberries were brought into the Forbidden City packed in ice, so the court could enjoy them at their peak. For the elites, it wasn't just fruit. It was a symbol of health and refinement. We're now approaching Dong'anmen, which means Eastern Peace Gate. This was once one of the outer gates of the larger Imperial city, not the Forbidden City itself, but the surrounding zone that housed many government offices and residences for nobility. Most of what you see today is rebuilt, but the layout still follows that original plan. This is the moat surrounding the Forbidden City. In the summer of 1821, during the Qing dynasty, a violent storm swept over Beijing. Thunder cracked above the golden roofs. Then, lightning struck the Hall of Supreme Harmony, igniting a fire in the heart of the palace. The flames moved fast. Guards and eunuchs rushed to save the emperor's treasured artifacts, carrying out scrolls, paintings, bronze vessels, anything they could lift. But according to palace records, there was one chest unlike the others. Heavy, iron-bound, not labeled. It was carried not toward the treasury, but toward the moat. Witnesses said a team of eunuchs rolled it through a side gate, escorted by Imperial guards. No one spoke, no one asked questions. And just before dawn, the chest was lowered into the water and vanished beneath the surface. What was inside? Some say it held a cursed relic from an earlier dynasty. Others believe it contained documents or decrees too dangerous to be seen again. A few even whisper it was a body, someone too important to execute publicly, but too dangerous to leave alive. To this day, no one has recovered that chest, and the moat calm as it looks, still holds its secrets beneath the murky water. This road we've been walking on now runs just outside the eastern gate of the Forbidden City. In the past, this area was highly restricted. Anyone approaching the Forbidden City without permission could be detained, or worse. So just walking this path hundreds of years ago was a serious matter. It was also a road of high expectations. Scholars from across China would travel here to take the Imperial Civil Service exam. Those who passed would become government officials. For many of them, this road symbolized the start of their careers, though for most, it ended in disappointment. If you're planning to visit the Forbidden City, make sure to book your entrance tickets online up to 7 days in advance. Tickets sell out quickly, especially during weekends and holidays, and on-site ticket sales may not be available. Now we're coming up to the Meridian Gate, or Wu Men in Chinese. This is the main southern entrance to the Forbidden City. It's the largest gate of the entire complex, and if it looks imposing, it's very much by design. The Emperor used to pass through the central archway. No one else was allowed to. Government officials had to use the side arches. Inside, ceremonies were held, important announcements were made, and yes, sometimes imperial punishments were declared here. But despite the myths, executions didn't actually take place at the gate itself. They were simply announced here. So while today it's just one of many tourist entrances, for centuries, this was the edge of a world that was completely off limits to most people. Crossing this gate meant stepping into the center of power, the home of emperors, where every gesture and word carried weight. Thanks for walking with me. Join me inside in the next video.